44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and their head with that shit.
Friday, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I get it, nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, up to solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, pressure smash, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspire. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the field like Jeepers Creepers, say they want some smoke, dawg. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even count. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till death do us part. If you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine in. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Oh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dawg? Guns and butter, baby boy. UPK top, dawg. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line back to a damn tank. I got chopper stash in the attic like they Air Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like ball cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See them throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy, I'm gonna show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He's nice, but he don't show the skills, how I show the skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Oh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real.
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rebel, busy man shit, nigga. They tear their head off, nigga.
Okay, when Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like stamps and I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Nigga think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert. Another cop can stretch the nigga. He ain't thieving, it's an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spin, I ain't listening. Is in fact the If revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jacob. So I war, we gon' run the summer. It's gonna be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. As who run this shit, but their question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell should've never kid. Not my family, I can't be do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real trigger know them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear. This shit life. It ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. Bring shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand and feature, you will never get that hand back. He bitching about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like strictly mouth. I'm a certified rubber's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow son. Yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my bread, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Clap it up. Shalom. This is ISUPK Jamaica, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. ISUPK today is run by Commanding General YAHANNA, the one man with the rank and the authority to be the leader of the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Barakatah to the brothers, Yahweh Shamar Ailatan Basham Yahushai to the sisters. Welcome to our Sunday afternoon scripture breakdown class. Zoning, the writing was on the wall already. What ISUPK Jamaica will be doing today. Right, Officer Kayadwan? Officer Kayadwan? Hey, if you're talking, I'm not hearing you, you're not coming through. I'm not coming through. I see your mouth moving and I see your mic is open, but no sound. All right, so but I have some problem with the system. All right, so how can we not talk about Putin latest escalation? When you look at it and you wonder, is it Putin who is escalating or is it the West? After, because this didn't start. All right, this war they say start February year before last. But really and truly the war didn't start that time. No. This conflict started before that. One, Ukraine, when Donald Trump was in power, he was president, he was still not here, Still not coming through, bro. You see your mouth moving and all, but it's still not coming through. Right, Donald Trump used to talk about Ukraine being a corrupt country, and remember when he withheld funds for Ukraine, and he was trying to push them to expose Biden, and he was blacklisted and so on and so forth.
Salaki, how much so now, sir?
Yeah, hearing you now. Shalom, Yabashim Yabashim.
Shalom, Yabashim.
Right, so I was saying now the writing was actually on the wall as to what we ISUPK Jamaica will be doing today, right?
Right, yeah man, can.
Right. Now, this is a weapon that has never been used in a war ever on the face of the earth. So this is a new escalation right in the time. As a matter of fact, when this war had started earlier and Putin was threatening the West with nuclear weapons, we had declared that World War III has begun.
Can.
All right. A former military minister in for Ukraine now declared that too. The only ones that are trying to hold them peace and try to say, no, World War III, no, is the West.
Right.
Because they believe that they can massage Russia into a war which he don't realize that he's into a war. But Putin has been a step ahead of them for quite a while now. Because this weapon, this weapon is not really new. This weapon is from something like 2013 or so,
Okay, can.
Yeah, man. Russia was supposed to test it. And then they come up with the INF treaty. INF. I don't know what it stands for though, but it has to do something with these kind of missiles that they should not be brought into war. Russia signed the treaty and same agree. And then I think it was Donald Trump who withdrew from that treaty. And if you hear Putin's speech now, him said that's the worst thing that they could have done. Because that them withdrawing is what lead to this. But Putin is also saying that they withdrew because they knew that they were manufacturing these weapons. So basically Putin telling you straight up that he know that the West have this kind of weapon as well. Which is why they are, trying to use Ukraine. Ukraine is only, like we have said, Ukraine is only a pawn in the whole game here. I think Zelensky realized that now, but he get caught in a situation where, since as they play the fool already, he'll have to just continue playing it.
Can.
Can't really back out. But, Donald Trump how to end it, how he's going to end it, I don't know. Because him saying that if Putin want to come to the negotiating table, then they are going to give Ukraine what they need in order to win the war. When there are other military analysts in the West saying that this war is not winnable. So, Trump kind of make a U-turn and said that they want to stop the killing. So basically they are drawn into a situation, both sides, which they don't really want to happen. Right. One wild card that Putin gave them was to bring the North Koreans on his soil. Now, I don't know how they make that be their problem. You bring another country into your country on your soil, fighting an invader that invaded your country. The West is saying that he shouldn't have done that. That's why they give Ukraine the go ahead to use the ATACMS and the Storm Shadow missiles.
Salakia, sir.
Yeah.
The North Koreans, they are not in Ukraine, them in Russia.
They are in Russia, in the Kursk region. Remember the region that Ukraine took over?
Yeah, can.
Yeah, they are in that region. They are not in Ukraine.
Can.
No, well, if they enter into Ukraine, it's going to be a total different ball game again.
Can.
So what Russia did now, when Ukraine invaded Kursk, he removed, if you remember, him evacuating citizens from Kursk, right? He removed these citizens. Mass evacuation, take them out.
Yeah.
And he did not fight the Ukrainians. Same time, he leave them in there. Say, all right, you want to take it. Because first of all, he not see how they're going to manage the logistics of resupplying the troops that far. So they make them stay in there.
Okay.
And then, rather than him use what they want to do, what Ukraine was banking on, was that Russia would withdraw troops from down in Ukraine and come up.
Yeah, can.
to fight him in Kursk.
Yeah.
But what they didn't know is that
they call the North Korean.
Yeah, what they didn't know is that Putin is a devil too.
Yeah, can. He realized no.
So Putin said, okay, all right.
God.
But why Putin had gone to the North Koreans was when they gave Ukraine, you see him attack him and thing. Putin told them that you giving Ukraine this weapon is causing an escalation. And if you remember, he went and he visit Kim. And Kim came into Russia, and then they've signed some agreement. They have some discussion, signed some agreement, and then bam, troops from Ukraine now coming to Russia. And the agreement is that if either country is being attacked, then the next country will come to their aid within their soil, on their soil.
Can.
So the West cannot think that they would attack North Korea, and then they could overthrow North Korea, because North Korea haven't fought a war since 1950 something, long time. So the war machine kind of rusty, which is why now Russia bring them into Kursk to bring them up to date with the new way of fighting now with them drones and the modern warfare.
Can.
And if you notice the West, they didn't see that one coming, so them talk and say this is a new escalation and blah 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 blah. But he's not in Ukraine. He didn't use them to go into Ukraine. He used them to fight on Russian side in the Kursk region. So in other words, they're using what Putin doing now is using Ukraine as guinea pigs. And Zelensky said something to that. Zelensky said Russia is using Ukraine as a training ground, because now Russia says that he will continue to use this war to test other missiles.
God.
Now, the interesting thing. All right. I have a video here with the come on. How did this come out? This video now shows where is it? I have a video with the Ukraine with the test. When you jump out, let me put it back now.
You have a video share where you would do. Go over upon the video where you want to share and click the blue share button at the top.
No, it jump out from the thing there.
Oh.
Do the thing, but there it is. But it jump out from the stream, I think, there, and jump and come out to a window by itself.
Oh, okay.
Alright, it's now telling me that I've lost connection with the audio. Let me see what we can do. Share a window.
Try close it and open it back and see what.
This look like it. But now we think now I'm not coming up. And if I close it on, alright. Open it in this side. But the interesting thing is how Ukraine and England too, you know, because the Storm Shadow missile is English. The French give them one, you know. What the one in France name? That France give them.
We don't know the name, sir, but can.
Yeah, French and give them one too.
Can.
So all of the West in general is in a frenzy right now. Why they're in a frenzy is because they have nothing to match this. This look like it. Again, design share screen. Listen.
Down on Ukraine's southeastern city of Dnipro. Almost 3 years into the war, this vision posted on Telegram appears to show the moment a new type of weapon entered the battlefield. But on the ground, the impact is devastatingly familiar. Local officials say this rehabilitation centre for people with disabilities.
All right, you see this building?
Guns.
The building here, that this one.
Yeah.
It's a missile manufacturing facility. It's a military industrial facility. I'm not sure what they manufacture, but they do some manufacturing of weapons there. Now, here's the interesting thing about this missile and why the West in general is in a frenzy. It's not the speed of the missile that is bothering them enough. All right. Because they withdraw from the INF treaty, Putin still uphold what the treaty, a part of the treaty that said, you know, something like 24 hours before you launch, you do a test missile, you're supposed to let everybody know you're going to test the missile, right? So they gave the West the 24-hour notice. Follow me now?
Yeah.
Now, 30 minutes before they actually launch, this not in the treaty, but 30 minutes before they actually launch, Putin, Russia update, tell them we're going to be launching the missile in 30 minutes time. And they give them the detail. We're going to launch it from point A, and we're going to struck this target at point B.
And
the missile take 15 minutes from launch to reach
the destination.
Right, to reach its destination. So that give them roughly, huh?
That's too fast, Slakia.
Well on, man. So he gave them 30 minutes plus the missile will take 15 minutes. That's roughly how much minutes heads up they get.
45.
They get a 45 minutes heads up before the missile actually strikes. And they could not shoot it down. That is what is causing the frenzy in Europe. And then Putin come out and tell them, say, it's just impossible for you to shoot it down because there is no technology now that's available to shoot it down. Right? Here the other part now we are called the frenzy. The missile is nuclear capable. So it can carry conventional warhead and it can carry nuclear warhead. Now when Russia tested the missile, he put neither conventional warhead on it nor nuclear warhead on it. So the missile was not
just
armed.
shell.
It's just the shell.
Gun.
It's just kinetic energy from the flying object hitting the ground so fast, cause the damage.
Gun.
And some of the fire that you see, some places, cause from the same thing. So all of them behind closed door now. Britain, France, the two main ones in Europe, is now they are trying to put a face, but you know, this not deter us from helping Ukraine and blah blah. But they are really looking at it as a, if in this strike we in our country, I thought we can't do nothing about it.
Gun.
And guess what? This is not an intercontinental ballistic missile. Intercontinental ballistic missile have longer range and move at faster speed. So the world is really getting, Putin really give the world an insight of what they really have sitting down there. Because like I said, this, ever notice LiDAR thing, the US Army man there, the black man.
Yeah, kind of one gun.
LiDAR thing said, this is a missile them take out from them whatever that was there. And thus have the mothballs and use it back and use it. Which means it's a missile that was there which Putin, Russia decided not to use.
Kind of one gun.
Because it's, they see the danger, they see how serious it is.
Local officials say this rehabilitation on Ukraine's southeastern city of Dnipro, almost 3 years into the war.
All right, so you notice when it strike, boom, come down like lightning and hit the ground.
Yeah.
You didn't see an explosion.
Sir.
Because the bomb, it wasn't armed.
Yeah, me take notice of that as well and say, where's the explosion?
Where's the explosion? Because it's not armed.
Ukraine's southeastern city of Dnipro, almost 3 years into the war. This vision posted on Telegram appears to show the moment a new type of weapon entered the battlefield. But on the
and it's not, this missile is on the lower end of these ballistic missiles. It's not one of the high-end ballistic missiles. The West have something similar, but it's not deployed anywhere. Now, because Russia is ahead of them from before the Ukraine war started, which is why I'm starting the war. Because, all right, you see the other country them around Russia who went and joined NATO.
Gotcha.
They don't really know about these missiles, but they are not corrupt like Ukraine. Even though they join NATO, they are not going to give NATO any agreement to stage any missile like this on the Russian border. But you know who would do it? Ukraine. Ukraine would do it because they got so corrupt and Russia realized that, which is why Russia went into war with them. So, you know, the West has been playing the world in this game. But little by little, it's coming out what is really going on there. Because it's not a conflict. The day when Russia invaded Ukraine, that conflict was there before. Because if you remember the Orange Revolution, if you remember one Ukrainian leader with the name Yushchenko, when them, it was, he campaigned on joining back with Russia, and then when he win, him switch and say, and going with the West. and they slip some poison in him food, which make him look like him features start to change.
Got one gun.
And they Russia them and when he make back his speech and say Ukraine can't move from Russia and thing, and then give him the antidote. And him come back. And then there was the Orange Revolution. I don't remember if the Orange Revolution was before Yushchenko or after. But some revolution take place in there, and from then, you know, out of that revolution, and it would be after, because it's out of that revolution, man like Zelensky come forth.
Okay,
and all them people where see them take from Ukraine, carry them into Russia, carry them through the Mexican border and put them in. And which you hear our brothers in the States say, you never see them on the road, so you don't even know them. Which means they are living a better life than our people who work so hard for that place. But all this is because of the Most High's, is the Most High's doing. Give me Revelation 6 and 4. All of this is just the Most High's doing. The Most High put a spirit on them, which I don't know. I don't ever think that Putin would back off by now. They were hoping for that. But the interesting thing, you know, let's say, well, Putin know that if he back off, Ukraine is going to join NATO, and NATO going to put missiles on that close on in border. And then these short-range missiles could strike anywhere in Russia. And these missiles are, and here the next deadly thing too, these missiles are mobile.
Mm-hmm.
So you can strike from anywhere. And, you know, being short range on Ukraine border, they can strike anywhere in Russia.
The
West also know that if they should back off and give Putin what he wants, then that is going to add so much strength to BRICS.
Right.
So the West might not back off. Donald Trump might not be reading that far. Though him full of pomp and pride, what he really want to do is to build the West. Sorry, build back his country's economy. But I mean, just like all other civilization in the past that just reached a period of descent, that is the American economy today. It's only a pity that our money here in Jamaica is pegged to the US dollar. So the Jamaican dollar is going to get dragged down with the US dollar. And about that fact, you're feeling it. That is why, if you realize when you were in school, how much money could carry you through the day? Lunch money, bus fare.
Say high school.
Yeah.
$300.
All right. If you got a child at basic school now, if you think about giving $300.
No, sir.
So inflation has been eating us hard here in Jamaica.
Right.
And the main reason is our money is pegged to the US dollar. So we can decide, say, all right, you know, I don't even think our government have the liberty to say, you know, we're going to join BRICS. I don't think they have that liberty. So the West know that the only way to bring back the West economy is by a war. They know that.
Right. Gone.
But what they are not banking on is that Putin is also a devil.
Right.
They probably never see that one coming. All right, Revelation 6 and 4.
Salakia, sir, them not bank on the fact that Putin is also blessed with the sword. Salakia.
Exactly.
Can one cut.
Because their economy way outweighs the Russian economy.
Can one cut.
They think that, I mean, the country with the largest submarine fleet, you know, is one of the poorest countries in the world. You know.
Okay.
Who is that?
Can. Last, sir. I don't know who that, sir.
North Korea.
Largest submarine fleet. Can one
The
cut.
largest fleet of submarines in the world, and North Korea.
Can one cut.
You can Google it to back me up or debunk what I'm saying.
No, Salakia, sir. Which means, sir, Zin, that it don't take a big economy to fight war. You understand? It don't take a, you understand, Salakia.
That's the point. So
Can
when
one.
Russia don't know, Russia don't, America, you see the how much billions of dollars America put into military towards the army.
Can one can.
It's all in self-sustaining these military bases that they have around the world.
Yeah, can one can.
Because they have about 800 military bases outside of America.
Can
You have
one
to
can.
sustain these bases. Plus, you have to sustain your allies. Russia had talked from, I think it was from the time of the Soviet Union, that they will not go that route in building no military base outside because they can't afford that.
Can.
I think it's since the rebuilding, because I think it was Putin who said that. So what they are doing is investing in missiles. They had said it. Now, if we can remember from the Soviet Union era, ICBMs, you remember that word, intercontinental ballistic missiles,
Can one can,
which
sir.
would carry nuclear warhead. ICBM has been around from them days, 70s, 80s, maybe 60s, and they are hypersonic. What they are doing now, what they are doing now is building medium range. So rather, because the ICBM is expensive, you know,
Can.
very expensive. One of these missiles that Putin used would cost something like 10 million. ICBM will cost nearly 200 million. So you could use missile like this, the Arsenic, and you can use it and deploy several nuclear warhead, tactical nukes. Because if you notice when it strikes, you see like three something coming on each side.
Can one can. That are the warhead. That are where them put on the warhead.
Right.
Okay.
So if he had each of those warhead could have gone wherever they programmed it.
Yeah.
So they just use kinetic energy.
Yeah.
All right. When we read this and then we'll play about that video there, because I think somebody who live within the neighborhood say surprisingly no one died after them feel the shaking and thing.
God.
And if you notice, if you listen to Putin's update since, him say if they have to use it again, they will notify the civilian population within the area that they are going to strike.
God.
And by notifying, well, he say more notify any persons, FIRME people, them who not hear it. And by notifying FIRME people, then the enemy is going to know.
Can one can.
But them not worry about that because they can't shoot it down. Now, you want know about pump and pride? Like that. So here I come over your place and I bust up your head and sit in there. You can't do nothing about it. I tell you when I come.
Yeah. I'll come in the next 45 minutes.
Look for me in the next 45 minutes.
Yeah, God.
I'm going to kick you in your face.
God.
I remember I know it's a gang of you over there. You know? And you one there. You know? And you now your gang can't stop it. Now this comes right. Hey, we serve an on-time God, you know, man.
Kind of one can.
We serve an on-time God. Because we all know that Trump, something is coming in with Trump. The most I raise him up for some reason. Probably so that, just like General YAHANNA said last night, so that, just like Pharaoh, so that I can show my strength in you.
Kind of one can.
And like we had said from day one, look at this victory. You got the judiciary, the White judiciary, the White House, the two houses, and him have this full. You have the support of the white women. Notice in the cabinet, and him appoint some, make some appointment the other day, and the man back down. Who get it?
Yeah, I'm not aware of that, sir.
A white woman.
Okay, kind of one can.
Yeah, then like we say, what drop off a white man head, drop on the white woman's shoulder.
Kind of one can.
That's why them run left a black woman.
Yeah, stranded
Over the boat to know about baby.
So lucky, sir. What our people also should understand is the white woman is the oppressor as well. So lucky.
Yeah, and you should not make any peace with them.
Right.
But they are stubborn. All they need to do, make General YAHANNA over there your ally.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they need to. All right, give me that. Can we have some more scripture? I want to touch them with them.
Can one can. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 4, and it says, "And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth."
Right, and that is what is happening. It's in small scale now. Ukraine, Israel, and both, especially the Ukraine side, they said, you know, this gearing up to be a much wider conflict.
Right.
So guess what now? Israel want now take backstage again. I'll take backstage now.
For no.
For now, and Israel them kill all the people them over there. See them
God.
Israel is. They're killing all the Palestinians and Volpa strike in Lebanon.
Right.
But you know they are not under the radar now because of this nuclear Ukraine situation.
Can.
But you know, 2 months to go under Biden. But also we here in the truth knew that Biden was going to escalate, was going to lose the election and escalate a situation before Donald Trump come into office. We saw it. And it's happening. How far will the escalation go? If World War III start before Donald Trump come in, he cannot walk it back.
Can.
That would just mean him inherit a war which I'm going to have to fight.
Yeah, my forgot to deal with it.
We have to deal with it. He can't say, you know.
All right, we are come out.
Come on.
Slap.
How you come out?
God.
Then again, when you look on the other side, I was searching for this scripture. I couldn't find. I don't remember. You remember this scripture here?
What the quote?
Is it? I'm trying to remember to tell you. What that says, like that said now, unleash the bow and the spear towards Babylon.
Can.
Yeah, it was saying every all the nations should unleash their bows and
spend their bows and their spear.
Right. To earth on earth.
Can.
Something like that.
Can. 1 second.
Now, one thing that could cause all his friends to turn against him is him going there now and just, when he go in power and say, yeah, what? He just do some things and just walk out and NATO. Because really and truly, NATO draw him into a conflict. Which they could actually do without. All right, so Revelation 6 and 4 is saying that power was given to him that sat there and to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword, which we know that great sword is a nuclear weapon. And he is going to use it. It's just a matter of time before he uses it. Right? Meanwhile, the search for that, I'm going to drop down to Revelation 6, 12 to 17. You can scroll it up. Just scroll it to 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Can one cancer. 6 and 12.
12, right, yeah. And then Revelation 6. Right, that's all it right there. Revelation 6 and 12.
Yeah.
Go and search for the thing there. You find it? Come again?
May I find some scriptures, but not the one where you talk about yet, sir.
It's either Jeremiah.
Jeremiah?
He's in Jeremiah now. If I'm not mistaken, I'm probably at Jeremiah 51, 50 or 51. Alright, so verse 12. And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. This is nuclear bomb. When them start test nuclear bombs, all the way back before World War II, because it was the bomb that ended World War II. Where was the truth then? The truth wasn't born yet.
Right.
No, ISUPK born 19. Well, the truth was always there, but ISUPK wasn't born in 1969, and this was way back in the 1940 something. 13. And the stars of heaven fell onto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind. Nuclear war. 14.
So like yes, sir, I'm find it here.
What is it?
Jeremiah 50 and 14.
Yeah, man. We are somewhere there. 50 and 50. All right. And the heavens departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. Nuclear. That. Well, read. Continue.
Verse 15. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains.
All right. You clear that. So that part here, so now, this is, hey, when you read this Bible here, say in the 70s, 80s, probably 90s, this part here was a little mysterious, But today we know that this is what?
This is a nuclear bunker I talk about.
Bunkers.
Can.
Nuclear bunkers.
Can.
16.
Verse 16. And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb.
A lot of these bunkers, especially the one, all right, America have a secret organization they call COG, Continuance of Government, which it revised even when, you remember the Gulf War period, then the revision there. I think they do the revision on it in the time of Obama. You know, each president might do update on it. What the continuance of government is in the event of a nuclear war, and say Washington D.C. got nuked, whether the president is dead or not, you have an organization which would immediately come in effect and start governance. Now, it might be the end of democracy, the end of voting, because you might can't get to vote and things. So that continuance of governance, set up people would continue to govern, and they'll be governing from on the ground. Also, you hear about a plane where them have where them say nobody now wants to see that plane take off, because whenever that plane take off, it simply means that there is a war going on, which the government is now incapacitated, and the congressmen and whoever them in Washington, they put them in the plane, go up in the sky, and make some nuclear launches and things from that plane. It's a plane without windows and things, you know, just no windows and things. So if they're in there and there's a nuclear bomb attack on the ground, you can't look out through the window and your eyes get damaged by the flash. So it be like an arc. So the same way the Most I say, you know, it would take us up and hide our face from the destruction to come. Then build something where them can go up in and then don't see the destruction, so they don't see the flash of light to damage them. Right? We read 16, yes, 17.
Verse 17. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
Now, the only reassurance we as Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives have is to join Christ. You can't join them people here. Donald Trump don't show you that. I mean, under the Democrats, you see some blacks in the White House, a lot of blacks in the White House in governance and things. Look what you see under one election, and look at the drastic change. The cabinet is white again. And pretty soon, all them blacks working in the White House will fade out. By the time Trump should leave office, will fade out. Because who to tell? Maybe the Republican will take over again after Trump comes. The Democrat has been so incapacitated now. They have no power. No power. They don't control the judiciary, they don't control White House, they don't control none of the two houses. So how are you going to know? Bet on Democrats. And then the more sensible blacks don't want to bet on Democrats because of this abortion LGBT thing that they're pushing. Something which that is not the center of black people problem right now.
Right.
I mean, we don't want to see them in the face or not, but that don't even come up on the radar when they think about governance. To talk about abortion and sitting. Every man knows. Hold on, give me a minute. Every man knows that abortion come about mainly because you go sleep with somebody who you don't sleep with. So you can't make your man find out you do an abortion. Yeah.
Yeah, just to add to what you say, sir, you know what I mean? woman right to kill their child is not black people main fight, you know what I mean? But them a make it seem like an gay rights for a man or a woman be a LGBT. That's not black people main fight. The black people now put that on like them radar, like what you say, sir. You say, yo, we need gay rights and we need abortion rights. That are white people concern, you know what I mean? And the abortion rights is just forced upon we and the LGBT thing so that them can minimize us, you know what I mean? Minimize our population, which is a weapon.
Distraction. Like a
Yeah,
distraction.
yeah, kind of one cancer. So that,
Because the real thing, you see what is happening out there now? That's the real face of what is happening in the world.
kind of one cancer.
What you see Putin do, that's the real thing.
Yeah.
That's what the West has, that's what them sneakily want to do to Russia. They want to put
kind of one cancer.
hold on, don't give me this yet, just hold it.
So that,
They want to put Russia under their radar, but Putin is one step ahead of them. And who is doing that? The Mossad, because the spirit of war is out there, is in this world. It is causing turmoil on us as blacks, Hispanics, and natives, displacing us.
right.
I mean, the interesting thing is, how the hell you going to? Them said, deportation of illegal immigrants. You're talking about a couple million people. Now, if you remember in the 70s, there was a race riot. Then they call it race riot, you know. They don't call it again.
Slakia, you refer to the Civil War.
No, not Civil War.
Not the Civil War, the, what you call it? The Civil Rights.
Civil rights.
Yeah, the Civil Rights.
Civil
right.
rights movement. That all come about again, you know. Everything where you see you something there. You see this war with with the Israeli Palestinians, and that's not new.
Right.
That was their from those times after 1969, when Christ should have returned, and you know the order was given to the angels to hold back the wind, right? And when they hold back the wind, 1969 came about, and what has been happening? Give me the next chapter of Revelation 7:1-4. Because after the Mosai, that first nuclear bomb dropped on Hiroshima, and then no more bomb used during a war, there was a lot of tests, nuclear tests. You know, what would happen if you drop a bomb in a city with you know, then get like a Hiroshima setting. And one of the things that we learned is that that bomb so dangerous that it turned the paint and the vehicle them to powder before it actually blow them away. You see, drop off as dust, and then that's how dangerous the nuclear bomb is. But before that war start, before the bomb start again, because we know that when it start again, it's not going to stop this time.
Right.
One after the other, and culminate into what I call it, thermonuclear war, something like that. Mutually assured destruction.
Yeah, gun.
All right, give me this chapter now.
Gun. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 7, and verse 1. And it says, "And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree.
Right. So this take place from them time the back. How we know that? Continue.
Verse 2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to earth, the earth, and the sea.
So as much as they think that they are in full control of these weapons, the Most High just put it in their hands. But it's the angels that are in control of them.
Right.
It's because of this angel that the Most High put there, are angels to hold back this wind as to why, and he's holding it back for one purpose. Read verse 4.
Verse 4 or 3.
Oh, we didn't read 3, no? Go ahead with 3.
Sir. Verse 3, saying, earth, not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads.
That's the only reason why the war nuclear bomb not drop back on another city.
Right.
So that they have to scatter and go back in their gun bunkers and things. Read 4 now.
Verse 4. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
This is why the nuclear war not come about yet.
Right.
And it is eating up to happen because the truth has been born since. And then you see all them conflicts, old conflicts open up back. You know, there is so much thing, you know, like what I said, everything can bring out in one class, never. So,
Right.
you know, you have to start a therapy according to the time that you're trying to bring out. So what you're trying to bring out now is, you know, Putin, this missile, which is a nuclear, this missile not really built for conventional warfare.
Yeah.
You have other missiles for that. And the other missiles that you have for the conventional warhead is not as fast as this. This kind of missile faster than the missiles designed to shoot down other missiles. And this kind of missile is really designed for nuclear, to deploy nuclear weapons. And it makes you think as to how the hell them get them kind of technology to build them. Look, when this missile passes, you know, it passes 10 times the speed of sound. So if the speed of sound would take 2 seconds to reach you, you know, it's 10 times that.
That take less than 2 seconds, less than a second.
No matter about the sound to reach to you.
Yeah,
Like when an F-16 fly over your head. If you're lucky enough and you see it, as long after you pass you hear the sound. So when you hear the sound, it's gone already.
Right.
This missile is faster than an F-16. F-16 is old technology. As a matter of fact, this missile is so fast, I don't think you can ever put them on any aircraft with any human being in it. You probably have to fly it with AI. You understand? So this is what the world is now dealing with. And like we said, it has never Tyree. Who is Tyree?
La, sir, not familiar.
It's not Captain Tazarian. Exactly. You know, when you go by Tyree this time.
Yeah, gone, sir. I don't think it's him, sir. Slack, yeah.
All right, Tyree. Shout out to you. Nice to see you join us too. All right. So, you know, so many scriptures to do now. We can play a little more of this thing. I want to hear. Set down your thing.
Gone, sir.
I want to hear.
Ground, the impact is devastatingly familiar. Local officials say this rehabilitation centre for people with disabilities was
They were very powerful. The house shook, but fortunately everyone is alive.
This was the point where I tell you, when the lady said, the missile is so powerful, the house shake. Yours was a little distance from the strike zone. Unfortunately, everybody alive. So, you know, Putin have way more discretion than the Israelis.
Right.
Ukraine initially claimed an intercontinental ballistic missile was used, capable of carrying a nuclear warhead thousands of kilometres. If true, it would have been the first time such a weapon has ever been used in war, even though there was no suggestion it was carrying a nuclear weapon.
Today there was a new Russian missile. All the characteristics, speed, altitude, are intercontinental ballistic. An expert investigation is currently underway. It's obvious that Putin is using Ukraine as a training ground.
But unnamed US sources quickly raised doubts, suspecting it was a shorter-range missile, similar to those used repeatedly by Russia.
We will not be deterred here. We are going to continue to make sure that Ukrainians have what they need on the ground.
A Russian spokesperson was phoned mid-briefing and told not to comment on the strike. President Vladimir Putin later told the nation it was an experimental new weapon and issued a warning to the West.
In the event of an escalation of aggressive actions, we will respond just as decisively.
Putin's threat comes after the US and UK reportedly gave the green light for Ukraine to use their long-range weapons to strike Russian territory. There have been days of government leaks, but neither the US nor the UK have confirmed what weapons have been used or whether they've lifted their ban on the use of long-range missiles. But what is clear, tensions are rising as both sides up the stakes. Ukraine is investigating what type of weapon was fired. But for its people, all this means the fear and uncertainty continues to haunt their daily lives. Catherine Diss, ABC News, London.
You see all them windows where you get knocked out and things. It's just the puff of the ear itself, you know.
Yeah, gun.
So if it was armed with any kind of warhead with blast, it's not the windows that would be knocked out, you know. Even the walls would be moved.
Gun.
This coming like a meteorite punching through the atmosphere and managed to strike the ground. Something like that.
Gun.
Now imagine if you put a warhead, a missile, a blast. You can arm the missile to detonate with a blast. Well, imagine the force. But like we say, with all the conflicts that has been in this world, no weapon like this has ever been used. So, you know, it's like the world now entering a new phase of war.
Gun.
They're trying to the US trying to downplay it, saying that Russia used similar weapon already. But if that was true, you would not be seen. Every news media. I'll go back to something else.
Salakia, sir, if I may, sir. It's almost as if them are, you know, like what you say, them are going a new stage where the new weapons them are come out, even with the Israeli thing where with the pages, you know what I mean? where the Israeli them set off some pager explosion and kill how much Hezbollah fighter. It's like, no, them are digging to them arsenal and new stuff, you know, and I expose what them really capable of. You understand? So, you know, I mean, this thing I look quite interesting, Slovakia.
All right. If you notice, all the news medias carrying this. So if this was something that was already used, wouldn't it be it wouldn't be so, and it wouldn't be such a hot topic on all the news media clips. Remember one time they used a hypersonic missile and strike somewhere, but I think that one was something like 2.5 Mach. In Mach 3, something like that. Yeah. This one is about Mach 10.
And Slovakia, sir.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Slovakia. And even the look of yeah, man, Slovakia. Even the looks of you know what I mean? Them just almost like fire falling from the sky. The way it come down. You know what I mean? Even the looks of it just, you know what I mean? It just seems intimidating, I guess, to them. But, you know what I mean? As I said, the new Arsenal might come out. It's lucky.
I saw this image and you have some talk show, some old generals and so who are analysts now and things. Watch them from time to time since the Ukraine war until the Israeli war.
God.
From this was done, I saw them with this image, you know. But I've been looking at it and say, what is this? Because I noticed when the thing drop, I don't see an explosion.
God.
So I've been watching it and so what really this is? And then I really find out that it's the experimental weapon and it was not equipped with any warhead.
God.
So this is something that has never been used, regardless of where them going to. Because it's a one ballistic missile that carry these warheads. That you see, this is about 4 or 5 falling to see.
Yeah, God.
You see them?
Yeah, 5 look like 5 first and then 6. Like one of them. Slovakia.
That's about 3.
Yeah.
That's about 1.
God. So Slovakia.
4.
God. And Slovakia that come from one ballistic missile.
One missile drop all of that.
Slovakia.
It goes out into outer space and then it split up.
Done.
And each of those warheads have a target.
God. Okay. So each of them locate them target.
Yeah.
Slovakia.
Each of them can locate the target and they can shoot it up.
Gone.
Alright, we have another video. I don't remember this one. Where Putin says he would give notice. I think we can find that one. No, Zelensky believed that he could, you know, use them stuff. In you know, the most I always tell we say we don't trust in Egypt and we can't trust in might as if we trust in him. But Zelensky is one man with his trust. He's trusting in the might of the West.
Come.
Not knowing that the West time is limited.
Right.
There's a video I was watching with Zelensky, Putin, saying that he would give notice. Can't find it. He would give notice to next time we have to use it. Can we say more continue to use it in the Ukraine war? But anytime, anywhere they must try, they must give them prior notice to evacuate the place, so as to minimize civilian casualty. Hello, a big talk them there, man.
Gun.
It's only so far it's only the Israeli them do something like that because they know that Hezbollah and the Hamas don't have any means to shoot down anything. So they give notice.
Gun.
Now the West they give Ukraine almost the best technology to shoot down missiles and things. Now Putin is telling them straight, I'll give you notice so you can evacuate the place.
Gun. So luck, yes, sir. Which probably means he have gotten stronger. Him know him capabilities, and him know say him at an advantage in a sense, you know.
Right, which we have been saying from the earlier part of the war that the Russians are using this war to strengthen their army.
Gun.
Yeah, because remember when Ukraine are coming with the drone, Russians them basically new to drone technology and drone warfare. They want to go to the Iranians.
Gun.
And the Iranians bring them up to speed. They overcome that. Then they realize, okay, you could send people to come and invade me in my homeland. All right, I'm going to make friends with the North Koreans. And they went and they did that. All right. That scripture you're holding now again, Jeremiah.
Gun. Jeremiah 50 and 14.
All right. Let me see. Yeah, can I give me that one?
Gun. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15 and verse 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she has sinned against the Lord.
Well, guess what? There's only one arrows. You know, each time I read it, I always say, America have so much advanced technology we can shoot down at a missile. So that's going to be an interesting scenario. But, you know, with each escalation, you see it becoming plainer and plainer as to how it really happened, or how it should go down. Because what is happening, this escalation now is showing you that it is indeed possible. But remember, you know, the Houthis have said the same thing, you know, that they have some missile where can reach Israel. They can reach the Israeli them where they can't shoot down.
Gun.
And guess what? That missile the Houthis talk about is nothing like this.
Right.
Not like this.
So them have a variety of options, like here.
Man. So then the American them talk about Putin playing a mind game. That's a missile. They took out that missile and dust off the mark ball and bring it, come and test it.
Yeah. A mind game for real. About test.
No, these
You know what I mean?
these Americans are way more arrogant than Putin.
Gun.
Use me in war with Jamaica in war with a country who have a missile like this, and we're going to say something like that.
Right.
Even when you know that you have similar technology, I mean, unless you really want a war, you should not be so arrogant. And I'll tell you why. Even if you can defeat Putin,
gun,
he would create some tremendous damage before you actually defeat him. And how much person in America would like to experience to be on the receiving end of any of these missiles, even without any warhead?
Gun.
This is sheer kinetic energy. So kinetic energy powerful.
Gun.
Even with just being the bomb itself without any explosive device on it. Would you want to be on the receiving end of this? Would you want to put your people on the receiving end of this? And the ICBM, armed with fired without any, ICBM can carry similar amount of warheads in it.
Yeah, can.
And maybe if you check it, ICBM can carry two couple of them missiles.
Probably more. Yeah.
Couple of the missile itself that have these different warheads.
Couple of the what do you call it now? The medium.
Yeah. Maybe you can pack up a couple of them with it, because when they go up in the stratosphere, you know, it breaks.
Can.
And then it is just the warhead just power down.
Can.
And the speed of it coming down is what, if you don't have a warhead on it, the speed of it coming down is what triggers the damage. But just the way the Most High want it. He want them with a pompous heart, man.
Right.
All right. Give me Ezekiel 38, 10 and 11.
Can. Can. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, and verse 10. Thus saith the Lord God, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought.
Right. So this is talking about now, the man coming up against Babylon. I think it's Gog. The Gog and Magog. Evil thought come to his mind. And next verse.
Can. Verse 10. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls, and having neither bars nor gates.
Right. So, this is what NATO is afraid of, Because if you notice, they keep saying, if you let Russia have him win now, he's not going to stop there. He's going to invade other countries.
God.
And they have been invading other countries before this. They invade Georgia, they invade others before this, since Putin did. Crimea, they took Crimea. Well, one thing Putin said, any negotiation, he will not give up the territory that he already take. which means Ukraine will have to give up some territories. Ukraine said them not give up no territory. Well, anyway, maybe it's just the time for the death of Zelensky, because this bomb got the Ukrainians them scared. You see that lady who talk about the house them shake, but everybody's alive, nothing. You can see the scare on her. They want to finish if Zelensky was standing in the way. You think they're not going to assassinate him?
Can.
They'll assassinate him, man. Because they really want the war to end. Alright. That is that one. Give me Jeremiah 51, 12 to 14. You know, Donald Trump believes he can walk back a lot of these things that call it the Most High has put in motion.
Khan. This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 14. The Lord of hosts has sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee.
That is what, 12?
And 14, sir. You don't want 12?
Yeah, 12 to 14.
Okay, Salakia, sir. Verse 12. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambush. For the Lord has both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon.
All right, so, you know, Donald Trump believes he can walk back all these things that the Most High already set in motion. We don't know. Maybe it's the Most High's will that, you know, he's not going to press the gas straight, going to press and ease up and press and ease up. Because the Most High know that he want to destroy Babylon, but he don't really want destroying people with them.
Right.
It's really people, it's really Babylon he want to destroy. But the people standing in the way. To prepare the ambush. Yes, go on, next one.
Khan, verse 13. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness. Verse
this
4.
is Babylon. This is the declaration to end Babylon from the Most High.
Right.
And who is Babylon? Babylon is that word that sits on many waters. It has been identified today as America.
Right.
The country that we all want to go, and you know, we here in Jamaica love the American dollar because you get some money, not knowing that. Well, they must know by now. They will, when you change $100 US and you get this whole heap of money, you can't buy no more person.
Right.
It buys probably less than if you were in America and spending that $100. If you're going to a supermarket with $100 in America, you can come up with a lot of things. That's about to change though, because you know when them start to deport these immigrants, you're going to see food price go by the time Trump come in power.
Gun.
You're going to see food, and in setting up the team to carry out all these work. And you see him want to cut government spending and so on. And all we are going in still 100 with NATO. He might just look at the whole thing and say, you know, is NATO really draw us in a war? Because look how much money them spend since this UK conflict. They put it under a tab, put it on a tab for Ukraine. You remember in a class we had said that Ukraine going to pay back for everything that them, all the missile and things that they getting. Yeah, they have it on a tab. Biden planning to forgive 4-point-something billion of Ukraine's debt. Talking about debt forgiveness. So he want to do a lot of things for Ukraine before he leave. But at the end of the day, the missiles still coming in.
Right.
What good is debt forgiveness when a bomb drop on your house? That not going to help you.
Yeah.
So the thing that they really need is to stop those bombs from coming down. But how they going to stop the bombs when the Most High is pushing for war? The Most High pour out war, the spirit of war, and then it's the same like how I pour out the spirit and Mary make him go hold down Joseph. Yeah, he said, how am I going to do all these things? I think being that I know not a man, I've never been with a man. Don't worry, man. The Holy Spirit wants to show you. And she did get pregnant. Well, then pour the spirit of war on them. You think they can stop fight? They can pause. And right now, even a pause in this Ukraine conflict. I mean, any stop the West stop this conflict and Russia come out victorious. That is a big feather in the Russians' hat and a big feather in the BRICS alliance.
Right.
You think people lining up behind BRICS now? Make Russia win this war, or so. And at the same time, if he should lose the war, he is not going down like that. So what's the way out? There's no way out for them. But we here in the for the next 2 months, maybe we need to invest in some popcorn. Where's about that of Zakaya run?
Salakia, what make you say so?
Where you do with popcorn?
You eat it. Oh, you mean for just sit down and so people can enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show, man. I'm going to eat some popcorn.
Can. And probably some champagne for the occasion, you know? So
we have the champagne and ice, but we're going to sip some beer.
God.
Each time we see something like this, we just pop up a bottle of champagne.
Yes, man. God.
Yeah, because we know the Most High, we are closer to the Most High freeing us.
God.
I mean, look at the things that is happening with our people. Look locally. Look what happened with, you hear about the four boys that were raped the young girl.
A 4 or 7.
So much?
Yeah, I think about 7. Yeah.
I hear a lot of people say, what she had do there and all them little foolishness.
But
I mean, this is what our people has come to. The longer this kingdom continues, is the more the rise of things like this happening to our people.
God.
So the only way to stop these things from happening to our people is to end this kingdom. And when this kingdom ends, our people will be able to govern ourselves.
Right.
We here in Jamaica, you're telling us about out of many one people. I don't see every nation getting raped like that.
Right.
So if it's out of many one people, since as you not doing this to your people, and you hold on to part of the governance over us, why you not teaching our people to not do these things?
Right.
Why you not doing that?
So lucky, sir. It's out of many one people, but it seems like everything bad only happened to God's people, only to black people. So You know what I mean? That out of many one people think they not make no sense. You understand?
It don't make any sense. One, I don't see how it benefits us.
Right.
People, as Israelites, all those out of many one people benefit us.
Right.
I mean, coming out of slavery, the agreement was to bring us through apprenticeship so that they can start to pay us.
Mm.
They cut the apprenticeship program short because you don't want to pay us, and then you bring it to other nations and make them over us.
Mm.
And it has been a problem until this day. One, then with space, when our people grow and to do business, where is the space for them to do business?
Right.
While our people is the ones at the gully banks, the gully bank plaza. We don't have any prime business here as blacks in Jamaica here.
Right.
Where is it?
It's a luck here, sir. I have come to understand, sir, that it is a, you know what I mean, a combined and a deliberate effort, you know what I mean, which we know already in the truth. You understand? But it's a combined and a deliberate effort to make sure, say, you know what I mean, the black people here in Jamaica don't rise above a certain level. When it comes to employment, if investors come with the best interest at heart, these investors are talking down and discouraged from, you know what I mean, even the bigger, you know what I mean, even the powers that be here in Jamaica, you know what I mean, is a part of it.
Yeah, they discourage them from
discouragement.
Because a lot of them come out here that with the intention to pay wages equal to what they would pay out there in the world.
And the powers that be here in Jamaica, may I talk up to the Prime Minister level, is who come and discourage them and ward them away, run them away, so that them can't help poor people in Jamaica.
Well, like I said, that happened when Ericsson come out here to set up digital towers. Cell towers. Ericsson agreed. Ericsson come out here and say, we can pay them same like I would pay internationally. All right. If you want to set up cell towers in America, or anywhere out there, they're going to pay them workers, them engineers, something like some $3,000-4,000 a month. And probably that's junior engineers. But the argument's sake, let's say them will pay them $3,000 a month, right? Which in way we know that it's actually approximately $10,000 US per month, because you're talking about 6 figures you're supposed to pay them.
Right.
Which is just 120,000 per annum. And we know engineers are earning 300,000 US a month. But the cost of living in America is high, so they spend out back a lot of that, right? But they come and they say, all right, we can pay them on par with so.
Yeah.
But let's say you're not going to pay them the 10,000 US a month. If they decide to pay $3,000 US a month, they still would be discouraged. $3,000 US a month would be how much?
That would be,
$400,000 Jamaican dollars a month.
Most
of them say, nah man, you pay too much.
You can't.
When you come and you pay that and you gone, then we are going to live in this, which means that our local companies can pay more.
Right. Can.
Michael Manley saw it, and that was what he was saying when he said, you have one slice of the pie sharing for everybody. We're not telling us share, we're not asking for half. Just put another slice for me to share with people. And they went and complained to America, the same Babylon. So why shouldn't we here now be reading when the Most High says set up the standard against the walls of Babylon to tear it down? So why shouldn't we get some popcorn? Some little cheap money that we get, invest in some popcorn so we can enjoy shows like these. When missiles start to rain down on them.
Right.
Why we shouldn't agree? Because we know the oppression is coming from there. If it wasn't for them, changes would have been made. Because in the time when IT was the black icon in the Western Hemisphere, black people were working and changing their life. And then all of a sudden, it can't work. Those people were changing their life and they were not quarter as educated as we are now.
Right.
Today, we have a literacy rate probably about 80 to 90% of the society. Really, I'm being too generous. I
was still poor.
And back then, the literacy rate was way lower.
Way less.
Those people were able to own a house. I mean, you never did have car, you never did have cell phone and those things. But they were able to own their homes and build them out.
Right.
And prosper with them family. They raise them family. And they prosper according to that time. So they were living good relative to the time that they were in. So why can't our people now live good relative to the times that we are in now? Even those that are up there in society. And they are hypocrites because 3/4 of them, if them lose their job today, they lose everything because they are just intellectual consumers. And they know that. And that was what many of us leaving colleges get tricked with, to become intellectual consumers. You buy a house through mortgage, and you know the mortgage and calculate it right up to the time when you're supposed to retire. So they expect you to be paying mortgage right up to 70 years old. I mean, they know that inflation and then the mortgage are going to be small relative to the pay is supposed to rise above it. And I say supposed to. But when the pay rise, the food, so the food. And when you miss certain amount of payment on the mortgage, then the rate is going to go up. The flashy cars come in, you want one of the flashy cars too. You have to go to the bank, you have to go to some lending institution. You want to renovate the home, you have to go to some lending institution. You want to put in some form of backup energy supply, you have to go to lending institution. So these people are in debt and they are being so hypocritical because they are now accepted as the norm.
Right. Slavery all over.
Exactly. But this is why they cannot allow countries like Russia to come about, because that side of the world they're not really into something like that.
Salakia, sir.
China is the one I'm not trust much over this thing. Yeah. China.
Salakia, what make you say that?
Chinese them.
Yeah.
Original them man. The Chinese them say them. What them call it? Sitting on the road initiative.
Okay.
BRI.
Gone. I see anything I say, Salakia.
How comes every country that them go and invest in? When it was happening, everybody said, what do you mean? China spend the money and invest and blah, blah, blah. But you're looking now 10 years later. None of them countries are not benefiting. All of them. Some of them have to cut their losses and run out China. Find ways to run them out. They come in Jamaica and they talk about, what they call it again? When they want goat, when they wanted the Goat Island.
The logistic hub.
Logistics hub.
Can.
Yeah, and they were supposed to start training people for logistics about it, only to find out that they really want Boat Island to set up military base.
God.
So you can't trust them.
Right.
Now, you have a saying, say, don't trust the French. Let me tell you this. you better have trusting the French than the Chinese. They are worse. And they are way, you know, say, them oppress more than the oppressor, worse than the oppressor.
So look, yes, sir. China is what our people don't realize. You see, the Chinese, they are like what you say, oppressors too, but they're more subtle in how them do it. You understand? And then they go smiling.
That one is subtle to a point.
Yeah, kind of one can until them start show them true colors.
Until they start show them true colors.
Yeah, kind of one can. You know, me I reason with my brother, and he must say in work I want Chinese wholesale. You know what I mean? Give me the name, write it down, make sure I write it down. See, me don't remember it right now, but me have it right down. See? And him say, while working at that Chinese wholesale, the Chinese man's son came to him and said that they are slaves, and his father called them slaves. You understand?
Oh, young son, little youth.
Little boy where no know how to hold him more. You understand?
You call it the innocence of a child.
You understand? And that is where them talk at the dinner table. That's where the Chinese talk at them dinner table.
You know what him should do? Video him saying
it. Him leave that workplace, you know. But him say that was what the little boy say. Of course, then give him a flagging because I still, but you know what I mean? But that is what I go on.
Yeah, but all he was doing was repeating. He was just regurgitating when here.
Can.
And like you said, at the dinner table, that's what was discussed.
Can.
It's just the innocence of a child. Him just telling you the way his parents tell him.
Yeah, but he might tell them in disrespect to still, you know. He might try to mock him and mock them, you know. You understand? But him still believe. Yeah.
If I say to a child, come here. Him hear the words come here, but you know what? Him read more the facial expression. If I say to him with a serious face, come here. That give him a different impression. Is the same, come here, you
know.
So when them saying, you know, they are slaves and call them slaves, it's the way in which they said it, why he was able to use it to mock them.
Him know it was disrespectful to say it, and him say it. You understand?
Exactly.
But
he knows that it's a means of disrespect, but you understand the severity of it.
Yeah.
I mean, the spirit behind this place is terrible and detrimental to our people. Yeah, what you saying?
So, okay, to the original point that I make earlier, sir. All right. The proof that we are slaves today is, remember when Harriet Tubman did say she would have saved more people if they didn't know them as slaves?
I would have saved more.
Think them as slaves today. That's why you know see people are flooding at the truth like other. They more flood the Christian church. You understand? Because them don't think them as slaves. You understand that the same problem Harriet Tubman did face. The reason why she said she never saved enough people because them don't think them as slaves. You understand? So look, yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Is it not the North who won the Civil War? Is their method of slavery rule over place?
Yeah, can, sir.
I'm not done slavery done. It's just chattel slavery finished.
Can.
Yeah, that is why you can in the North, the wages that they were paying the blacks up there was small, you know.
Gone.
But the only difference was that they were free to the point where you can get the small wage and you can plant and back up it. You can say, me not too like that job, then you look at different one. So they had some leverage.
Yeah, you don't have that freedom.
They open the boundaries. They stretch the boundaries. Down south, the first thing you're not working for wages. So you can't do nothing.
Right.
You're not working for wages, you can't go out on the road as you have a mind. So what you have to do now? You have to stay on the plantation. That was why when slavery, when they come and tell them, say, slavery done, you have to leave. They don't know where to go.
Right.
Where could they go have gone? They never used to go nowhere while they were slaves. So where would they have gone?
So lucky, sir. So lucky, and also, you know what I mean, today's plantation would have come like the whole island, you know what I mean? All of them little 9-to-5 job and them slaveries, them are the plantation because, all right now you have the protests who are going in secrets hotel, and I think more than one hotel simultaneously now.
More than
you understand?
The opposition saying it's the PNP class. Sorry, the government saying the opposition class.
But hold on, man. That's unreasonable. You understand? For you say at the opposition a cause that, and bear in mind, we don't support no political party. For you say that is unreasonable to the plight of what people, but black people are going through right now. Because the wages, them now cut it. None at all. People literally.
Obviously. So in other words, basically what they are saying, is that is the opposition opening the eyes of the people.
And most that they must say.
They want to face it because it's not the opposition. The opposition not paying them.
Right.
The opposition only just highlighting a problem that is there. And that is what we realize with our government. They are so afraid of problems which affect us being highlighted. And that is stupid. That is stupid towards governance. You're not, unless we are really slaves.
And that is it. That is it, sir. Select.
Unless we are really slaves. But if you say we are not slaves, so how you can't be so insensitive to the plight of the people.
Right.
You talk about an opposition that caused that. Opposition that caused that. An opposition that pay the people. You in governance, how you didn't see this before it happened? You understand me?
Kind of one concert.
Come on. All right, we're kind of winding down. We have some more scriptures. But the time get upon us now. So here we're not going to do. All right, we're not going to Isaiah, but we're not going to touch Isaiah. You have any scriptures so you want to do now?
Last, sir.
Relative to the topic.
Last, sir.
There was one other one that we could find. One easy one. We do spread the arrows. We do that.
Kind of one.
Pillar with men.
Kind of one cancer. We do that too as well.
We do that.
Yeah, they say Isaiah. Where Isaiah how much?
No, I was saying that we're not too normal that touch that. All right, Isaiah 14. Yeah, good one saying. Isaiah 14, I think 1 to about 3.
Yeah, kind of one cut.
I was planning to do all of it, but I'm willing to do all
of it. Okay, kind of one cut. All right, may I have it, sir. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. And it says, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
All right.
Verse 2. Salakia.
Hold on, before we touch 2. This is an important one that we can use for closing because
Got one gun.
who is my thing here? All right. So the Most High is saying now, the Lord will have mercy on Jacob. That is the blacks, Hispanics, and native. And he is going to choose. So it's going to come down to where the Most High, the conflict gets so terrible that the Most High will have to choose side.
Right.
Whose side is going to take? He's going to take Israel's side.
Right.
All right, before we do 2, I remember the verse that, the scripture that I was trying to remember now. The one that I sleep there again. All right, so come back. And the Most I have to choose now. So I'm going to choose Israel. And he's going to set Israel in their own land, which is that same land that they are fighting over up there in the Middle East.
Gun.
And all these strangers will be joined with us. And they're going to cleave to us. Because why? They are going to destroy this earth so bad that we're going to come in as the savior to all of this that is happening. Right? All right, verse 2.
Gun, verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. And they shall rule over their oppressors.
Now, which one of these nations that we serving under now would be worthy to be sharing any governance with us?
None of them. None of them deserve to share in the governance with us.
I don't want none of them side of me.
Right.
None of them. All of them. As a matter of fact, that's what brings us to where we are now.
Right.
Because we used to rule the world. We used to rule countries. While we were ruling these countries, we look at some of them and say, you know, him look like a nice person, I'll give him this position. Yeah, you give him a position, you know. Him not do nothing, you know. But if the team pick them, after a while, come rule over you. Because them talk on them dinner table, so you're a slave. And a slave you should be.
Gun.
So their children grow with that in their mind. And as soon as they get the chance, they see you as nothing more than slaves.
Right.
Which is why the Most High said we should not set them by us. It's for a reason. All right, verse 3.
Gun, verse 3. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from thy hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
Right. That is the day that we're praying for. That is the day that we're looking forward to. We need to rest from them oppressors. All of them.
Gun.
Alright. Alright, so in closing, so we're going to pray. Sorry, we're going right back. You know. I'll go on this again. As a matter of fact, you know, we need some means with this thing.
Salakia, say that again, sir.
I said we need some memes or some short videos.
Yeah,
we can run out before class and showing them missiles are raining down
Yeah, kind of one time.
As a matter of fact, you can write a song, man, and use them footage.
Good idea, sir. When we record the right tune, you know, say you can use one of them, you know? You know what I mean?
Hey, a long time now, me ask you for a playlist of your songs you want me can use before class.
Playlist of my tune them?
Yes.
The whole of them, I remember saying I have a portion to record the tune.
Hold on.
The whole of them depend.
No.
The channel.
It don't have to be all of them.
Okay.
You know what they say most time we use Captain Cesario. Sorry.
Akkad.
I think we use
Captain Akkad. Yeah,
Akkad.
kind of one time.
Yeah. I love his songs. You know,
Yeah,
the
man.
most time I use Captain Akkad's song. Yeah, my music video, I love the beat and all that. You
Okay.
have some, but you know, for some reason we can't find it. So I was asking you for,
Oh,
just put a couple of them together.
yeah, may I send you?
We can do some bomb, play it, and run them.
All right. So
Now,
now,
I'm saying you can even, I don't know, if you do a new song, or if you want to do one we have already, and drop in them footage. Yeah. I mean, this is history. No?
kind of one gun.
We're living in an age with that has never. They say there's nothing new on the face of the earth. Trust me. This has never been seen though.
Kind of one gun.
All right. Now we have you can hear the rain?
Yeah, loud in the background, but me I hear it still.
You know, they're saying that we could have another hurricane.
Yeah?
Yeah. Another hurricane could be developing on our south coast. But anyway,
Okay.
you're not hand over the class, you just salute out and you take it over. You can end up say the prayers or whichever way you close it. You just salute out. I'm salute out and turn it over to you.
All right. So
All right?
so you have a old shirt.
Huh?
You have a old no? Meaning you're not go.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Now go to salute out there.
So,
Unless you want me to do a prayer. You want me to do a prayer?
And I say if you want to do it, you can do it. I'm not going to be able to do it because
Yeah.
the rain and fall and it's if you notice me after I come close to here.
Yeah. All right. In that case, then me just have a salute out then.
All right. So any
Yeah, man. So
any last comment?
last, sir, just to say to everybody, you know what I mean, remember to like, share, subscribe, leave your questions, comments in the chat. You know what I mean? Get inside this school, you understand? You know what I mean? You see what the times them are boil down to? You see World War III escalating before your very eyes. Something that you not learn about in your Christian church. Because as far as your pastor is concerned, World War III is not in the Bible. Well, it's in the Bible and it's right before your eyes. So now is the time for it. You know what I mean? Like what the scripture said, gather yourself together, O nation not desired. You understand? And with that, we have to jump to the security announcements.
All right. So we're not to pass the class over to the police and officer for everyone.
All right, clap it up. All right, these are the ISUPK security announcements. Where the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There's another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment, we can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18 and 21, and Malachi, chapter 8, verse 3, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. Means 10 in the Hebrew, and it's pronounced Ma'aishara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. All right, so remember to go over to ISUPK.com and pay your tithes, you understand, and support the truth. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you'd like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation, we have the feast of Hanukkah, which is the 25th of December, you understand. Make sure you tune in with the ISUPK so you don't celebrate Christmas, you understand. Tune in with the ISUPK so you celebrate in the spirit of the feast of Hanukkah. And don't, you know what I mean, make that Christmas spirit creep in, you know what I mean, unbeknownst, you understand? Upcoming Holy Convocation, yes, the Feast of Hanukkah, reminding Akiam and Aquatiam to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he's to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that, we say, I Marium, which means to stand. We're going to give 130 to salute to the teacher and of Israel. Men of Israel, Imadium Shabbat, Imadium, Barak, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai Barakatah,
Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai Barakatah.
Yaramata, we're going to give 130 to salute to the sisters, men of Israel. Imadium Shabbat, Imadium, Barak, Yahweh Shema Alatam Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. Yaramata, class dismissed.
All right, Shalom. So, Yahweh Shema Shai Barakatah.
Yahweh Shema Shai Barakatah. All right, and with that, remember, like, share, subscribe. You understand? Pay your tithes. And with that, Shalom.